Hi everyone, welcome back. Thank you for being here for another week with Echo and I for yoga. This week we're going to focus on, again, a little bit more of that dynamic flow, a little bit more binds this week, a little bit more of an advanced intermediate practice. Again, kind of focusing on just fluidity in our bodies and our practice, taking what we need, leaving what we don't. Feel free to grab 2 blocks and a strap for practice today, as we're going to be doing some twists and binds. So that strap might be there able to just help you and support you throughout your journey. And with that, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to get started today standing at the top of our mat. I want you to take a peek down. Your heels are just like slightly separated and your big toes are going to be able to touch, but I want you to first to lift all 10 toes off the earth and spread your toes really wide. Drop your pinky toes down. Drop your big toes down so they touch, and then drop the rest of your 10 toes down. So your feet kind of look like super big and wide. Feel that firm press into all 4 corners. And that slight tuck of your tailbone under to just help find that nice tall spine. Relax your shoulders back and down. Shine your chest forward. Take a deep inhale into your center. Deep exhale as you send your belly button back towards your spine. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky and grab your left wrist with your right hand. And then begin to lift your arms up to go over as you bump your hips over towards the left side. You're on this nice standing little bend to the right side. And that press under and forward of your hips and wrap that left shoulder back in space. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Sink a little bit deeper. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach your arms up, find that nice long neutral spine. And then grab your right wrist with your left hand. Reach your arms up to go over towards the left side. Find that press of your hips forward, that wrap back of your right shoulder. Deep inhale. Exhale, sink a little bit over more towards the left side. One more. Inhale. Exhale, sink a little bit further. Inhale, reach your arms up, find that nice tall neutral spine. Exhale, cactus your arms out to the side. Squeeze your glutes to protect your lower back as you find a nice slight baby back bend here. Open your shoulders wide. Taking your gaze up and back. Squeezing your thighs together into that center line of space. That firm press into both feet to lift up and out of the earth. Take another deep inhale. Exhale, slowly begin to fold forward. You find your forward fold. Find a nice deep bend in your knees. Allow your stomach to come towards your thighs and interlock your hands around opposite elbows and find a nice gentle sway side to side. Maybe you shake yes or no of your head, releasing any tension from your upper body. And slowly release your hands. Begin to ripple your spine up vertebrae by vertebrae. Allow your head to be the last thing to rise. We meet in Tadasana again. Inhale, reach your arms up. Take your gaze up. Find that length out of your spine. Maybe a slight baby back bend. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, send your hips back and down. Glue your palms together. Biceps are by your ears. We find our chair pose. Send your hips and knees back behind your toes. Deep inhale. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. One more. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, you find a halfway lift. Exhale, step your feet back. We find our plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, drop your knees. Drop your chest. Drop your chin. Inhale, shine your chest forward, baby cobra. Wrap your shoulders back in space. Lift your chest up. Inhale. Exhale, tuck your toes, send your hips up and back. We find our downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high. You find your 3-leg dog. Wrap your right hip down so your right toes point down towards the earth. Now stack your right hip on top of your left. Bend your right knee and find some nice big hip circles one way. Really taking up space with your body. And take those circles the other way. Any cricks and cracks out. Inhale, lengthen your right leg long. Wrap that right hip down. Inhale, take your gaze forward. Exhale, step your right foot in between your palms. Swivel your back heel down. We find warrior one. Reach your arms up. Allow your hips to sink in space. Wrap that left hip slightly forward as that right hip goes back. Inhale. And exhale, plant your palms down. Step your right foot back. Option for knees, chest, chin, or you can take your full chaturanga here. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. Then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Find that three-leg dog. Wrap your left hip down. Point your left toes down towards the earth. Inhale. Exhale, now stack your left hip on top of your right as you bend your left knee. And these nice big hip circles go one way. And then the other way. Noticing how the sides of your body maybe differ, just without judgment, just being curious. Extend that left leg long, wrap your left hip down, inhale, take your gaze forward. Exhale, step your left foot in between your palms, swivel your back heel down. We find Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1. Sink into that front knee, sink into your hips, press into the knife edge of your back foot. Relax your shoulders down, deep inhale. Exhale, plant your palms down, step your left foot back. You take knees, chest, chin, or full chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, take your gaze forward, another walk or step your feet to the top of your mat. You find your halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sit your hips back, bend your knees, reach your arms up. We find chair pose. Send your knees back behind your toes. Inhale. Exhale, mountain pose. Relax your shoulders back and down. Find that firm press into all 10 toes and all 4 corners of your feet. Find that tuck of your tailbone, that nice tall spine. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach your arms up, send your hips back, bend your knees. We find our chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, you find a halfway lift. Exhale, either step or hop back. You find your flow. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up, take your gaze forward. And exhale, we find our warrior 1. Inhale, reach your arms up, sink into your hips. Exhale, interlock your fingers behind your back and punch your knuckles down towards the earth as you take your gaze up. Inhale. Exhale, humble warrior. Send your right shoulder to the inside of your right knee. Allow your head to be heavy. Find that firm press into the knife edge of your back foot. Inhale. Exhale, plant your palms down, send your right foot back. You find your flow. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your left leg up, take your gaze forward. Exhale, step your left foot forward. We find our warrior 1. Reach your arms up, sink into your hips. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, interlock your fingers behind your back. Punch your knuckles down towards the earth as you squeeze your shoulder blades together. Inhale. Exhale, we find humble warrior. Left shoulder to the inside of your left knee, your left thigh. Allow your head to be heavy. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, plant your palms down, send your left foot back. You take your flow. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, take your gaze forward, another step, hop or walk to the top of your mat. You find a halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach your arms up, sit your hips back and down, bend your knees. We almost skipped chair. Never do that. Send your hips back behind your toes. Inhale. Exhale. Now we find mountain pose. Relax your shoulders. Find that tuck of your tailbone. Take a deep breath in. Inhale. And exhale. Find your body in space here. Gonna find that firm press in to your right foot. Now bring your left knee out in front of you. We find our one leg Tadasana. That left hip is really lifting high. Just send it down in space a little bit to find that kind of equal plane of line of both hips. Relax your shoulders back and down. Then maybe you bring your hand around the outside of your foot or your two peace fingers around your big left toe. And you can stay here. I want you to find that nice tall spine, that relaxed down of your shoulders in space. To take it further, we're going to begin to extend our leg out in front of us. Maybe the leg stays bent, maybe it straightens. Send that left hip back in space. See how that lights up the back of your leg a little bit more. Maybe that left leg begins to extend out to the left side. Maybe you reach that right arm long out to the side and take your gaze over to the right fingertips. And if you wibble and wobble and fall out, that's okay. You're allowing your body to explore and grow. Inhale. Exhale, slowly bring your body back to center. Bring your hands to heart center and keep your left leg lifted for just a breath. Inhale, you got this. Exhale, begin to lever your body forward and step your left foot back. We find our extended side angle. Right forearm comes to our right thigh. Reach your left fingertips up to the sky to start. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, option for those blocks. Bring the earth a little bit closer to you. You're gonna find that half bind. Wrap your left arm around your back. And then you reach that right arm underneath. And we find that full bind. Maybe you bring that strap here to help you. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, drop your back knee and swivel your shin so it's parallel to the back of the mat. And you're going to begin to send your hips back and sit down behind your shin. Left leg is long, hinge your chest forward. You find this bound, seated, half split. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, begin to sit onto both sit bones. As you bend your knee up, we find our seated bird of paradise. Gotta scoot my body up, I got too close to the couch. Maybe we stay here. Maybe we extend that right leg long. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, slowly release your leg down. Release the bind. We find Janu Sirsasana. Square your hips off to the front of the mat. Find that nice tall spine. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, begin to hinge forward. Reach towards your toes. I want you to maintain this length in your lower body. So rather than crunching in on yourself just to reach your toes, maintain this length. So maybe your hands land here by your knee. Maybe they land by your shin or your ankle, or maybe they wrap around your toes. Allow your head to be heavy in space. With each inhale, maybe you find a little bit more length. Each exhale, maybe you sink a little bit deeper. Take out a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, slowly begin to walk your hands back in space. Find that nice tall spine. We've been Marichiyasana 1. So plant your left foot into the earth, right by your right thigh. Find both sit bones on the earth. I like to bring my fist in between my foot and my thigh just to bring a little bit of space there. I'm going to wrap my right hand around my left calf and reach my left arm up. Inhale. Exhale, begin to hinge forward, reach towards my right toes, my left shoulders to the inside of my left leg. Then I'm going to begin to wrap that left arm around my left leg and bring that right arm back behind me. Maybe we find that bind, maybe bring that strap. Take a deep inhale, find that length in your chest. And exhale, sink a little bit further. Maintain that press. Your left knee up towards the sky. You bring your heel a little bit closer to your glutes. Take another deep inhale. Exhale, slowly release the bind. Extend your left leg long. Reach your arms up. We find Paschimottanasana. Inhale. And exhale, fold forward. Again, maintain that length in your legs first and foremost. And then your upper body reaches towards your toes. But grabbing the toes necessarily isn't the goal. It's finding that length in your body and that expansion. Each inhale, you find a little bit more. Each exhale, you sink a little bit deeper. One more. Inhale. And exhale, slowly begin to ripple your spine up. Bring your hands behind your thighs and find a few nice gentle rock and rolls here. Just up and down the length of your spine. And then on your third one, we're going to land in Uttanasana. So use your hands or without your hands, You find that forward fold. Do your head a little shake? Yes. A little shake? No. And then slowly begin to ripple your spine up, vertebrae by vertebrae. And allow your head to be the last thing to rise. Relax your shoulders back and down. Find that tuck of your tail with that nice tall spine. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. We find that all on the other side now. And that firm press into your left foot as you reach your right leg up out in front of you. Send that right hip down in space so we're not piking it too high up. Then bring your hand to the outside of your right foot or your 2 peace fingers around your big right toe. Find that nice tall spine. And maybe we start to extend our right leg long, leg is bent or straight. Send that right hip back. Maybe you extend that left arm long. So we slowly send the right leg over towards the right side. Maybe you take your gaze over towards your left hand. And again, if you wibble and wobble, that's perfect. That means you're trying. Take another deep inhale. Exhale, bring your leg and arm back to center. Leg stays lifted as you bring your hands to heart center for just a breath. Inhale. Exhale, leave your right leg long back behind you. We find your extended side angle. Left forearm is to our left thigh. Press into the knife edge of your back foot. Reach your right fingertips up. Inhale. Exhale, find that half bind of our right arm. So it lands to the outside of our left thigh. Maybe we stay here. Maybe we find that full bind. Option for that strap here. Just bring your hands a little bit closer together. So you reach that left arm under, maybe your hands interlock. Wrap that right shoulder back in space. Find that firm press into the knife edge of your back foot. Inhale. Exhale, drop your back knee. Swivel your left toes to the left side so your shin is parallel with the back of the mat. As you slowly begin to straighten your front leg, you send your hips back behind your shin. We find this bound, seated, half split. That's a mouthful. And then we can take it into bird of paradise seated. I'm going to sit into both sit bones, bend your left knee. Maybe we stay here. And then maybe you begin to extend that left leg long. We're just here for a breath. Inhale, you got this. Exhale, slowly plant your left leg down if you don't have any kitty obstructions. Release the bind. Extend your left leg long. We find Janusirsasana. Bring your right foot to the inside of your left thigh and square your hips off to the front of the mat. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, begin to fold forward at your hips, walking your hands towards the front of the mat. Maintain that nice length in your lower body. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, you sink wherever it is that you arrive. Deep inhale in. Deep exhale out. Your next inhale, slowly walk your hands back towards your body. Find that nice long spine. We find Marichyasana 1. Both sit bones into the earth and find that little fist width distance between your right foot and your thigh and really hug your right heel in towards your glute. Wrap your left hand around your right calf and reach your right arm up. Inhale. Exhale, now begin to hinge your body forward to the inside of your right leg. Wrap your right arm around your right leg, and maybe your left arm comes around your back. Maybe your fingers interlock. That right hip might lift up a little bit, but I want you to focus on that maintain of that right knee up towards the sky. And then maybe you kind of sit that hip down, but try not to have that right knee splay out too far. Take another deep inhale. Exhale, you stay. One more inhale. I don't know if you just heard echo. And exhale, slowly release the bind. Extend your legs nice and long out in front of you as we find Paschimottanasana. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, forward fold. Maybe you have a little bit more length this time, even if it's just a millimeter more. Allow your head to be heavy. Each inhale, you find a little bit more length. Each exhale, maybe you sink a little bit deeper. One more inhale. And exhale. Inhale, slowly begin to ripple your spine up. Reach your arms long out in front of you, and then slowly begin to make your way onto your back. We come to find our final resting pose in class. Bring your hands. Actually, first we're going to find a nice little reclined figure 4. Bend your legs so your feet are on the earth, your knees point up to the sky. Wrap your right ankle around your left thigh, and then hug your left thigh in towards your body. Grab your left thigh. Find our reclined figure 4. Find a nice gentle rock side to side. Maybe a slight press of that right elbow into your right thigh. Maintain flexed feet, active legs. Feeling that nice gentle movement in your lower body. Maybe it feels good in your right hip as you rock over to the left side, just as far as your body wants to go. And then slowly release and switch sides. Plant your right foot down and bring your left ankle around your right thigh, and then hug your right thigh in. Interlock your hands around your right thigh and squeeze your right thigh in. Press your left elbow into your left thigh. Flex both feet and find a nice gentle rock side to side. With that press away and that hug in, getting that deep stretch into the outside of your left leg. Maybe you just find stillness here. Take another deep inhale. And exhale, plant both feet down. Just find a nice gentle rock, windshield wipe of your knees side to side. Ooh, maybe you get a nice little crack like I just did. And then bring your legs into Supta Baddha Konasana, that reclined butterfly. Bring your feet to touch. Your heels can be as close or far away from your pelvis as you'd like. Just rest your hands on your abdomen. Take a deep inhale into your center. And a deep exhale. You can stay here, find the Shavasana. Take a moment to allow your body to soak in the effects of your practice today. If you have more time, please feel free to stay here as long as you'd like. Otherwise, start to invite gentle movement back into your body. If your legs are still in that Supta Baddha Konasana, just bring your hands to the outside of your thighs and hug your legs in. Close your legs in like a little book. And open your feet a little bit wider so your knees can knock in. And that press of your sacrum into the earth. Maybe rock your head side to side. And slowly roll over to one side. And at your own pace, just gently press your way up into a comfortable seat of your choice, where we'll land all together to close our practice. Thank you all again for another week of practicing together. Thank you all again for another week of practicing here together. Bring your hands to Anjali Mudra prayer position. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, bow your head to gratitude. Thank you all so much, and I hope to see you all again next week. Hari Om Tat Sit. Oh, sorry.